I'm Parker Brewer, and I follow the roads less traveled. I like my mountains rugged and my waterfalls refreshingly frigid. Subscribe and come along with me on the adventure.
What's up, y'all? So, I wanted to take a second to make a video because there's some big things coming up in the channel in the next little while here, and I wanted to tell you up about them. I wanted to update you about them. It's really windy out here. I'm gonna try something else. Hold on, y'all. All right, that's better. I decided to get in the van because I think that will just be better for the situation, and it kind of fits what I'm about to talk about. So, exciting thing number one is, so I am working on the van. I've recently quit my job for a whole lot of different reasons, and one of them was because I am just kind of getting ready to go somewhere else and do something else. And so I decided to kind of put some effort into finishing out the back of the van because I haven't had a lot of time to do that. And I'll give you guys some updates on that later in the video because some people have been asking me questions lately. But yeah, so as far as this new fun trip idea, I've got some kind of something I want to do with the van as soon as it's finished. Hopefully it's going to be finished by the end of March. That's the goal. I'm going to try to just put hours in every day and try to knock it out starting on Monday. So yeah, so that's one of the cool things that's happening, is there's going to be a fun trip. I'm going to tell you about it in a couple weeks when I get all the details figured out, kind of figure out when I'm going to leave and when I can kind of start vlogging all of that. I'm going to let y'all know all about that in a couple weeks. So stay tuned for that. Make sure you hit the subscribe button if you're not subscribed so that you get that update, because that's going to be some pretty cool news. Second thing I wanted to tell you about is that if all goes to plan, which at this point it seems like everything's working in that direction, on April 1st I'm launching a new website that'll have trip guides, and it'll have blog content. It'll have, if you're looking for another way to see videos, it'll have the links to the videos there as well, and it's got some little more information about me if you're someone who's kind of newer to the channel and hasn't been following along for very long. That is going live on April 1st, as long as everything goes to plan, which it seems like it's gonna. And I will have more details for you on that on April 1st, so look for that video as well. And then finally, with this trip that I want to do, the van has some things that it needs done before. Obviously, as you can see, there's no bed in it. There's not really much in there besides the floor. So some things to know. First of all, I decided on a name for the van. His name is Ernest, Big E for short. Yeah, and so the second update is I took Ernest on a little trip here, and the next vlog, actually next week, in the Tallulah Gorge State Park, and then the vlogs after that, fishing on the Sequoia. All of those vlogs, I was driving Ernest around here, and I took him on a trip. He's not really featured much in the vlogs because I really wanted to see what would happen and how he would do. And he did really well. Everything ran really well, but I discovered that my alternator is actually bad. And so that was something I was really happy to discover, here in North Carolina, in Georgia, where I'm not very far from Asheville, where I can get things dealt with. I've got an alternator on the way. Once the alternator gets figured out, we're going to set up the electrical system in the back, which is the next step, really, that's kind of holding everything down. I do need to kind of sit down and seal the floor that we put in a couple months ago and screw it down to the slats that we have kind of stuck to the floor, to the frame. So that's probably step number one. I might even do that as soon as possible, maybe later today, tomorrow, something like that. But I probably won't vlog that because it's not anything exciting. I might tell you more about it. It's not a big deal. But after the alternator's in and we can get the electrical system in, then it's just putting up some wall covering and a floor, and a bed and a counter cabinet contraption thing. and some cosmetic stuff, and it'll be ready to go. And so I'm really excited about that. The kitchen install is going to be really cool. I'm going to kind of take you along for that because the kitchen is something I'm really excited about. I had some ideas. I stole some ideas, and I think I'm going to have a really cool setup. And so that'll be coming in a later video. Another reason to go ahead and subscribe if you're not subscribed. Yeah, so once the radiator and the alternator are finished, I'm going to go ahead and take Ernie out on another trip, probably somewhere else in North Carolina, not too far away, see what other kind of problems I can't rustle up. And then, once it's gone through one of those trips without a problem, we're going to get on the road on a super cool trip I'm going to tell you about in a week or two. Yeah, 3 weeks from now, it's going to be awesome. Lots of cool stuff to talk about because it's been formulating in my head for several months, and I think it's the way I want to go. And I'm really excited to tell you more about it. So look for that video. Look for the website launch on April 1st. And look for some van update videos, van build videos coming up. Hopefully in the next month or two. They might be part of the series as kind of like a bridge into what I'm going to do with the van. We'll see how that all goes. I haven't really figured that out, planned it all out. Anyway, this is kind of getting a little bit rambly. I'm going to head out. I'm going to close it off here. If y'all are not subscribed, like I said before, like 3 times, make sure you subscribe to this channel because we're going to have a lot of fun in the next couple months. A lot of cool stuff coming up, I think. That's it for me this week, and I will see y'all next week with more adventures. Peace.